To your dog, you are more than a family member. You are their favorite person, their safest place, and the center of their world. Every wag of the tail, every excited greeting at the door, and every quiet moment by your side is their way of saying, "I love you." But what if there were a few simple words that could make your dog feel that love even more deeply? And the one phrase at number 1 surprises almost every dog owner. Number 8. Want to. We are starting with the word your voice has already been getting right entirely by accident. 2 researchers at the University of York, Alex Benjamin and Katie Slocum, ran a study in 2018 that proved something most dog owners have quietly suspected for years. Dogs genuinely prefer the high-pitched sing-song voice we instinctively reach for when we talk to them. But the study revealed a twist that completely changes the picture. Dogs only responded with real engagement when that warm sing-song voice was also carrying dog-relevant words. Walk, treat, play, good boy. Baby talk filled with random adult chatter did absolutely nothing for them. Dog-relevant words delivered in a flat, lifeless adult voice did nothing for them either. Which is exactly why the 2 simple words want to land so beautifully. We almost never say want to in a flat tone. Want to go for a walk, want to eat, want to play outside. The phrase physically pulls our pitch upward and our voice warmer before our brain has even caught up to what we are doing. And it is almost always glued to a word the dog already loves with their whole body. So the next time you catch yourself saying want to go outside in that ridiculous voice you would never use in a meeting, just know your dog is reading it as love, and you have been fluent in their language without even realizing it. The 7th word on this list is the one only you and your dog truly share with each other. Number 7. The secret nickname. Every dog on Earth has a real name, and every dog also has another name. The ridiculous one, the embarrassing one, the one you would never repeat in front of a coworker on a video call or a stranger in an elevator. And that nickname is doing more emotional work than most owners ever stop to appreciate. The nickname only ever comes out during the soft moments. Cuddle time on the couch, the greeting at the door after a long day apart, the whisper voice you use when it is just the 2 of you and the lights are low, which means that the ridiculous nickname carries a concentrated dose of warmth that the official name simply cannot match anymore. A border collie named Chaser, who famously learned over 1,000 object names with researcher John Pilley, proved that dogs can absolutely hold multiple labels for the same thing in their heads. Your dog knows that ridiculous nickname belongs only to them, and they know exactly what comes attached to it every single time. Calmness, closeness, safety, the softest version of you that no other human on Earth gets to meet. That nickname is not silly. That nickname is sacred. The 6th word is the one that scientists say might literally make your dog's heart race in their chest. Number 6, I love you. A pet research group called Canine Cottages strapped heart rate monitors onto 4 dogs back in 2021 and ran a tiny experiment that the internet could not stop talking about. The dogs were sitting calmly at rest with a baseline heart rate of around 67 beats per minute. Then their owners leaned in close and said 3 specific words, "I love you." The average heart rate jumped 46%, all the way up to 98 beats per minute. Then the owners gently moved in for cuddles, and the heart rate dropped 23% below the original baseline. Your dog does not technically understand English the way your best friend does. What your dog understands at a much deeper level is that the sound of those 3 syllables coming from your voice has always been paired with something safe and warm in their world. Soft tone, gentle touch, calm eyes meet theirs. Over months and years, those 3 syllables stop being words and start being a feeling, a signal, a promise their nervous system has learned to trust. So say it softly, say it often, mean it every single time. Because if you say it tense or anxious or rushed on your way out the door, you're quietly training your dog that those sounds predict something stressful is coming. The 5th word is the one almost no owner on Earth is using correctly tonight. Number 5. Yes, professional dog trainers call it the marker word. Most ordinary owners have never even heard the phrase. The concept is deceptively simple. You pick one short word, usually yes, and you say it the exact moment your dog does something right. The treat, or the praise, follows the word. Always in that order. Word first, then reward. The word becomes a kind of camera shutter that takes a clean photograph of the behavior you love. This is communication at its absolute purest. You are telling your dog with surgical precision exactly what made you proud in that moment. Pavlov proved the underlying science with bells more than 100 years ago. What has changed since then is not the science, but how few owners ever bother to use it with the dog sleeping on their couch. The mistake nearly everyone makes is timing. The marker word has to land within roughly 1.5 seconds of the behavior happening. Anything later than that, and your dog has already moved on mentally, which means your yes is just an empty sound floating in the room. Clear communication is one of the deepest forms of love we can offer another living thing. A dog who always knows exactly what you mean is a dog who never has to live with the low-grade dread of misunderstanding their human. The fourth word is the one that takes this whole story in a direction most owners will absolutely not see coming. Number 4. Treat. Gregory Burns runs the Dog Project at Emory University, and he did something with the word treat that quietly broke open everything we thought we knew about dogs and motivation. He put 13 dogs into an MRI scanner and forced them to choose between food and the praise of their own owner. The majority of dogs in his study either preferred praise outright or liked both equally. The most strongly bonded dogs picked their owner over food 80 to 90% of the time. Only one dog, a small terrier mix named Ozzy, picked food every single time. Burns called Ozzy a real outlier. The point is not that treats stop working as love. They absolutely work, and the word treat lights up the canine reward center reliably and instantly. The point is that treats are not the entire love language. A dog who only ever gets food from you does not actually know you as a full person. A dog who gets food, voice, presence, touch, and time understands exactly who you are in their life and what you mean to them. Use the word treat often. Just never let it become the only positive word coming out of your mouth all day. Otherwise, you stop being their person and slowly become their vending machine. The third word is the one your dog learned faster than you ever consciously taught it. Number 3. Walk. You already know the routine inside out. You spell the word out letter by letter to your partner. You whisper it from another room with the door closed. You say it backwards, and somehow your dog is already sitting at the front door with their leash clenched between their teeth and their tail going in circles. This is the word that proves dogs are running pattern recognition at a level we keep underestimating. The word walk is doing far more than predicting a destination. It is a promise. Catherine Reeve and Sophie Jacques at Dalhousie University surveyed 165 dog owners in 2021 and found that activity words like walk consistently rank among the most reliably recognized words across every breed and every household in their study. The average dog responds to about 89 distinct words. The most gifted dog they tested responded to a stunning 215. Your dog does not love the leash itself. Your dog loves the version of you that exists in the 30 quiet minutes after you say that one magic word. The slower version of you, the more present version. The one whose phone finally goes back into the pocket where it belongs. That is why the word walk lands so hard in their chest. It does not promise exercise. It promises you. The second word is the one your dog has been waiting for you to actually mean. Number 2, good boy and good girl. A Hungarian neuroscientist named Attila Andix did something with dog brains that I genuinely still cannot get over. He trained 13 dogs to lie completely still inside an MRI scanner while fully awake with no sedation involved whatsoever. Then he played them 4 different combinations of sound. Praise words spoken in a praising tone, praise words spoken in a flat voice, neutral filler words spoken in a happy voice, and neutral filler words spoken in a flat voice. The reward center of the dog's brain fired in only one of those 4 combinations. Praise words paired with a praising tone. Everything else, the brain treated as background noise. This is the science nobody ever bothered to tell you. Good boy, mumbled in a tired, exhausted monotone after a long day at work, does almost nothing for your dog. Andix said it plainly. For praise to be processed as a reward, both word meaning and intonation have to fit together perfectly. Your dog is not ignoring you. Your dog has simply been waiting patiently for you to actually mean what you're saying. And the number 1 word on this list is the one you say more than any other. Number 1, the dog's own name. A research team at the University of Maryland ran an experiment in 2019 that quietly changed how scientists think about dogs and language forever. They placed dogs inside a room filled with overlapping voices and noise so loud that one-year-old human babies completely failed to recognize their own names being called. The dogs did not fail. They picked their own name out of the chaos, even when the speaker's voice was just barely louder than the background noise around them. That tells you something most owners never stop to think about for even a second. Your dog's name is not just a label they happen to learn over time. It is the one sound on this entire planet that their brain has been actively trained to filter the whole world for. Use the name like a gift. Say it before something good happens. Never use it to scold them, and never use it to call them towards something they hate. The dog who comes running because their name predicts joy is the dog who already knows you love them. Which of these 8 words does your dog respond to the most? Tell me in the comments below and share the ridiculous nickname you only ever use when nobody else is watching.